Hi guys, welcome back to Kit Car Direct and MK Sportscars. Do you know what we're going to do now? We are going to go into the workshop. Right, we have a firm favourite back in the workshop here. The hashtag Nigels Car Camo car. Yeah, it's in, still looking rather splendid actually. Very, very unique. You cannot miss this car with this colour scheme. Killer car, as you know, if you subscribe, you would have seen it being built. Well, what's it in for, you're probably asking? Well, Nigel's got a track day booked very shortly, so you just want a little spanner check on it. So we've done a spanner check on it, gone over the car, make sure she's all good. Should we put the slicks on? Slicks on it for his track, it's what he generally uses. He's got Yokies for his road tyres. You could use the Yokies, I suppose, but it's actually cheaper to run the slicks. They're so cheap these days to buy second-hand ones, and that's what Nigel runs around with. Yeah, so it's gone over, a little bit of refresh, but if you remember what this car is, it's got carbon interior, carbon rear arches, camo back, carbon silencer, S2000 engine. In fact, let's have a look at that. It's one of the first ones that we did little bonnet catches on, which are only on the rear on this. FIA roll cage on it, and let's pop the hood, because it's got a nice tidy engine bay on this. That's really smart actually. That's a nod to Nigel. He's a little oil filler cap there. It's quite hilarious. But yeah, all colour schemed, all orange and black, completely what he wanted. Orange calipers, orange roll cage, orange rocker covers, orange wishbones. Yeah, it's a bit unique. The car, in fact, you would have seen it at the shows last year, but this year he's going to basically put some miles in it, get it out on track. I think he's at Snetterton actually. So if you do see him at Snetterton, give him a wave. Right, it's MK Fest this week, so to speak, because there's a lot of MKs to talk about. But this one we're going to talk about now, this is, well, it's an Indy RR. So rose jointed wishbones, etc. on this particular one, 50mm cage, side impact bars. Fresh through its IVA only the other week actually, so just waiting for a registration. And guess what? You could be the first one on a registration plate on this particular one because it's for sale. Now, if you've been at Malvern show, you'll probably see this on the stand, but it's back here, down here, just waiting for the registration. Got a few bits to do on it just to get it registered, which is put the number plates on when that comes through. But if you want to be the lucky first owner of this Indy RR, Hayabusa engine, 205 horsepower, flat shifter, up and down shift on this one. It has the auto blip on both. Full dry sump system, Gen 2, 205 horsepower, as I say. They come in around 500 kilos, 520 with this particular cage on, etc. It's got a Willwood top mount pedal box on it, so the flashed ECU. It's got the dry sump tank in here, all the pumps, Protec shocks, Sierra front uprights, Willwood front uprights, Sierra standard rears on it as well. Engine bay's nice and tidy. Billet gear, British touring car style as we say on this one. This was the earlier ones that we did. We've done the same thing, Go Race, Quick Release Bosch, Digidash, carbon padding interior seats, boot cover, you know, LED light pack on it as well. All Compomotive. In fact, we colour coded the wheels. We did them in a satin black on this particular one. So we did actually re-powder coat those to try and tie it in a bit more as well. So super clean, tidy car. If you want to know more about this particular one, hook us up, phone call, email, Neil or Andy. We'll talk you through the specs, or better yet, come down here and we'll take you out for a run in it. I'm sure this one won't hang around because, got to say, is it a thumbs up for the purple stripes? I like it. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. Here we go, another car for sale. It's an Indy Classic this time though. ZZR 1200, dry sumped. You would have seen this. It's basically nice little engine bay. We've actually gone through this and spruced it up a little bit for the customer who's selling it. It's had a new battery cover on here. This is all nice, standard stuff that we do. For lightweight gel type battery on it as well. Dry sump system, 1200, and they make good power actually, really torquey engine. Gone through this, nice and cleaned up the tidy bay. Got Willwoods on the front, Willwood brakes, 4 pots on the front. Really nice, clean outside bodywork. 2008 car, this particular one, but Tillich B6 is in it. It's got stick shift in the centre there. Nice polished stainless exhaust system on it, and it's for sale. So again, if you want to know more info about this car or come down and have a look at it, hook us up, phone call, email, you know the score, or come down and see us here at the factory and we'll talk you through the specs, or better not, get you in it. This will have also a fresh, brand new MOT on this car. So we've done a few little bits, which was like the aero screen, was missing this Perspex bit, which we've now fitted. So just to tidy that up, and these do really well, especially if you're a taller person, it throws it over the top of your head quite nicely. So if you want to know more over this one or this one that are for sale, you know where we are. Come visit us at the factory. Right, another MK, as I said, MK Fest this week. We've got here Hayabusa turbo car. We've been doing some bits on this, as you know, a few tweaks on the front. This one also, for sale it will be. We can hook you up with a phone call and email to the owner of this particular car, #Phil. But another thing that a customer has requested us to do, which is around the back here, is fit a new fuel tank. We've fitted a new, basically cup style race fuel tank on this particular one, which has the filler cap on here. And the new clamps that we do here now as well, these really do security in rodded hidden system, and the basically it's a cup cap that we use in here. We've got the fuel sender in here, but normally we have the pump in there as well on the in-tank and the cup cars, but we've adapted this in the same way to fit the fuel tank on this particular one. Basically, help with fuel surge. We know they've proven solution, don't have any issues with that. Easier to fill up when you've just got this screw cap rather than a cap out the back, because he's going to have some new bodywork actually fitted on this as well. He's having a new rear tub, new side panel and bit of a refresh. But again, this one we will for sale though. The original ones were these, I don't even think they were supplied by us, I don't know, they were a bit homemade. Holding in your fuel tank's a bit flimsy, so we've gone with this setup that we do. We know it's not going to move, we know it's nice and strong. So yeah, but if you want to know more about this car, there is so much detail. I couldn't even list it, I'd be here all day. Cracking car, 400 horsepower, that's all you need to know. 400 horsepower, mental. Well, here we go, Duratec car. This one isn't for sale, because he only just built it actually. So that's a shame, but you've got 3 more that are. The 2-litre Duratec in here, everything is done now on this car. Ready for IVA, so she's all prepped. The only thing that's got to be done, we've got a customer coming down and with his tuner, is to do the emissions on this particular one, because Duratec engine, highly tuned, highly strung, just that little tweak to do on the emissions, and then she'll be good to go. But other than that, it's all buttoned down. Nice car, carbon arches, front and rear, wheelwood brakes. She's got it all, carbon interior bits, Digi-2 on it. Monster horsepower, 2-litre Duratec in it, Mazda 5-speed box, dry sump system. Nice car, tarpaulin grey, always looks nice. Possibly needs a stripe at some point, there's a little bit of graphics, but that's after IVA, that can all be done, that's not a problem. But yeah, if you want to do Duratec cars, people always ask them, do you do Duratec cars? Yes, we do. We can put them in, it's in here, it's done. Fit and forget sort of thing, always good with the Mazda gearbox, super stonking as well. RX5 time, guys, yeah, Mazda RX5 kit. Built by customer Ollie a couple of years ago now. Really nice tidy car. Actually, this is going to be on the show stand at Malvern. It would have been if you'd seen it there, etc. Really nice. In fact, he lives very, very close to the workshop. He's only a couple of miles away. So this was a Mazda. It's a fully rose jointed chassis on this particular one. Round tube, one of the earlier cars that we did. Full cage, etc. Really nice tidy build actually. Seats in it are nice. Standard instrumentation. Engine's been nicely detailed. And what's it in for? You're thinking, well, it's so clean, it's now going for the turbo upgrade. So there's a stock exhaust system on it here. We've removed that and we've put on the top mounted manifold, and now it's going to have the TD04 stuck on here. This bad boy will be going on, no problem. Fits on there like a glove, and it'll have the mount come down from the back and then go on to our exhaust link pipe, which ends up in the same hole. So this will stick out from here nicely as well. So that we fit here. We've also now just fitted on the intercooler on the front of the radiator. There's a standard setup, bracketry and that for that as well. And then there'll be a few other changes. It's going to have EV14 injectors. They'll go in here. Under here is the ECU. We'll do a car change on that. We use the ME Motorsport Electronics one. Car change, a few vacuum lines, injectors, pipe work. Sump obviously is going to be done for the return. We're actually going to do a sump chop on this while we're there as well. And a few other bits, of course, there's pipe work and oil lines and all of those bits that go with it as well. So you'll see this going from like 140 horsepower stock, which it may have lost a couple of those from when it was new, to in the region of somewhere, they make between depending how much boost you put for them, 230 and sort of 250 horsepower. Somewhere around a sort of 7 PSI makes around 230 and up to 10 PSI around 250 plus sort of number, which is perfect for a stock engine. You don't want to really be doing too much more than that. And to be honest with you, it is bonkers quick at that number. Great torque, very low time for spool up on these. The turbos are so small, they spin up really, really quick. Gives you a nice kick in the backside when you're scooting it down the road. So yeah, really nice tidy build. And obviously once we've got this all fitted up, we'll do a little test drive on this, show you what the turbo car goes like. So he's going to be extra 100 horsepower minimum under his right foot. I think he's going to have the 100 horsepower smile. Right, here we go, Black Panther time, guys. Yes, she's back in, nothing major. Little tweaks here and there and etc. on this particular car. He's done, oh, probably a couple of thousand miles already in this. As most people do in about 5 or 6 years. He was up to Nottingham and back in it the other day. Super clean car, we know, but it's in for a little bit of prep work. It's going to be at the show, or you would have seen it at the show, but also going back out on track. So a little bit of prep work, a little bit of tidying up to do here and there. So a couple of things, a new rear wing, had some marks on it, put onto it as well. A couple of bits on the AIM dashboard that we're reconfiguring for the customer as well. And then a fuel pump. We had a little fuel pump sometimes switching off and on occasionally. We fixed that as well. It was just a wiring little glitch there. And that's the truth. Sometimes these cars, they're brand new to build, they get a little glitch here and there, but we fix them, make them right, send them back out, make them reliable. And that's what it's all about. Black Panther car is set on kill now, really, just needs a polish. That's it, and ready to go out and do another 2,000 miles, and probably does that in a weekend, knowing hashtag Alex on this car. So yeah, nice car. I love the black and gold. Is that a thumbs up? Go on, give it a thumbs up. We love black and gold. Chassis time, guys. Well, that means only one thing. It's chassis register time. Yes. Where are you in the queue? In the top 10, you are up here this week. And if you want to get yourself in that queue or building a sports car at home, hook us up with a phone call. Come and see Andy Neal here. We say it all the time, but yes, come down and see us at the factory. We would love to see you. Or, failing that, a couple of shows throughout the country if you're a bit further afield. Malvern's just happened, but Newark's up and coming. That's in July. Come and see us at Newark Show and we can talk you through the specs. Right, that's it from another super busy Kit Car Direct and MK Sportscars. If you want to know more about either this one that's for sale, this one that's for sale, or that one's for sale, we've got 200 horsepower, 150 horsepower, or 400 horsepower. It's all available here. Or if you know more about the kits, the RX5, the turbochargers, the K20s, Hayabusa engine, the cup cars, etc., come down and visit us at the factory here, or hook us up, phone call, email, give it a call to Andy or Neil, and they'll talk you through the range and the specs and everything else is available. That's it for this week, guys. Remember to press that like button. Yes, it's the thumbs up one down the bottom there. Like, share, and we will catch you next week.